All right, man. Damian Lillard posted on his Instagram story that he posted on his Instagram story a picture of him and Kevin Durant, Portland Trailblazers jerseys. A lot of people speculate now. Kyrie. A lot of people think Kyrie gonna leave. I think if you listen to what a lot of the national, insiders are saying, they pretty much saying that eventually Brooklyn is gonna cave and get Kyrie exactly what he wants. So um so Damian Lillard actually posted, it's off his story right now, but he actually posted that on his IG story. He actually posted a picture of him and Kevin Durant in Portland Trailblazers jerseys and all that. Obviously, they played on Team USA together. Um, you know, and at the end of the day, bro, I mean, what's the biggest thing about what's the biggest thing about them, bro? About it is a lot of people push this narrative, and some people it's true. They push this narrative about is it KD team? KD got to go to a team that's hands and win a championship. This, that, and the third. But in my opinion, he could have won with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and a lot of people could have continued to say, well, was it his team or Russell Westbrook's team? I mean, you could have made that type of case there, but like I said before, I was talking about, I thought Memphis was the perfect spot for him. It's exactly what they needed there. I mean, Portland now you got Jeremy Grant. I mean, you got Yusuf Nurkic also reposting. You got Yusuf Nurkic also reposting it right here. This is exactly what Kevin Durant posted. Yusuf Nurkic, the center, who's a free agent. I guess he expected to be back. Posting this, so this is exactly what Damian Lillard posted on his story. Um, was this picture. So I mean, at the end of the day, Portland looking to reload on the fly, sort of kind of what Lakers looking to do, and what Portland did with Katie and Kyrie. And you talk about the actual fit. It's actually a great fit. The only reason why Damian Lillard and McCollum probably didn't win a championship was the simple fact that neither one of them defended. When you talk about undersized backcourts like Eric Snow and Allen Iverson and Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, they had to defensively pick up the slack, or somebody had to sacrifice and do the dirty work, and that was Eric Snow, and that was Joe Dumars, and also Isaiah Thomas and Allen Iverson would defend as well too. Especially Allen Iverson when need to, he would bite down and he would defend as well too. And that's one of the reasons they didn't win. And also they didn't have that wing that really was gonna go be able to get their own shot and be a killer. So, for them to go over there and recruit, Damian Lillard, I mean, it's recruit Kevin Durant, then you say Kevin Durant, Jeremy Grant, Damian Lillard, you know, so I mean, I don't know if they will re-sign Anthony Simmons. Tell him or re-sign. We're gonna send you to Brooklyn. I'll pay you your money. You send Anthony Simmons over there. Send some draft compensation over there. Bring back Durant, and maybe you have some money to sign somebody else. But Durant, Lillard, Nurkic, Jeremy Grant, um, Kevin Durant, Jeremy Grant, Nurkic, Damian Lillard. I'm not sure that's enough. I'm not 100% sure that's enough. So that's the $1 million question. Is that enough? I mean, you pull up Portland's roster. They got a couple dollars. You pull up their roster. I mean, could they add DeAndre Ayton there? I'm not sure how much that's gonna help. But you look, Josh Hart. You got Josh. He probably be in the trade. Keon Johnson. I liked him coming out of Tennessee last year. I guess they bring back Josh Hart. Can they get something out of Justice Winslow? They did draft Shea Sharp, so I think it's gonna be a minute before Shea and Sharp really, what I'm saying, really dig in there and do his thing. But the good thing about where they had heading that, Ben McLemore get them some depth. Um, Maybe they can sign and trade and do something for DeAndre Ayton. From Portland, you go Ayton, KD, Jeremy Grant, and Damian Lillard. And the question is, I think Josh Hart, and if they can keep Josh Hart, that's fine. They allow Shaden Sharp to develop. They get something out of Justice Winslow, Ben McLemore, then that'll be interesting. They might be right there, but what you got to understand too is that the West is treacherous, especially depending on where the injuries are at. What does Paul George and Kawhi Leonard come back? What does LeBron, AD, and Russell Westbrook do? I mean, also you getting Zion Williamson coming back, right? Also you getting Zion Williamson getting back into the fold. All right, then the Minnesota Timberwolves gonna get better. Then Dallas is getting better. I mean, so the West is gonna be back. We see what Phoenix do. I expect them to get worse. Depending on what they're gonna do with DeAndre Ayton. If they miss DeAndre Ayton, they gave away Jalen Smith. They should get worse. So, I mean, the West is. I'm probably forgetting somebody in there. The West is treacherous. But a lot of the West is predicated on what Memphis do, what Phoenix do with Ayton, and what they do in the offseason. And then you continue on. You say what AD and LeBron and Westbrook, and what's the difference of what old boy do in and Darvin Ham, from Sag Nasty out to Saginaw, from Detroit. But so Denver getting healthy, so the West is gonna be treacherous. But you coming off the major ACL injuries and stuff, it might take Michael Porter with the back, it might take Jamal Murray a minute, it might take Kawhi Leonard a minute. He already seemed like he didn't really have the confidence to do it, but Portland got to go. If they're gonna go for it, you already made the trade with Jeremy Grant. Go for it. Shit, go for it. Ain't no point to be sitting around here shuffling your damn feet. Go for it. And make sure, if you're gonna go for it, you're gonna turn Nurkic into DeAndre Ayton. You're gonna turn your young talent over to Brooklyn. It might end up having to send Shaden Sharp over there. Shit, go for it. But if you can, do it without sending Shaden Sharp and possibly Josh Hart, that's a victory. That's a damn good victory. You know, that's a damn good victory. You know, that's a damn good victory. So like I said before, I'm with it. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what Portland can do, because a lot of the stuff that's going on in the East is gonna deal with injuries and development. That's what it's gonna deal with: injuries and development. Memphis, they added some more young talent in the draft, but at some point they kind of at the point where Boston was, and they had all that young talent, all that compensation, and they didn't turn into AD. They ain't turned into Paul George. They ain't turned into nothing. They got a lot of young players hanging on the bench. They had Romeo Langford at one point. You know what I'm saying? They got Aaron Neeson, a lot of these young guys that really ain't started to develop, and hopefully for their sake down the line they start to develop. So yeah, I thought Portland probably should burn it up, but you got opportunity to get Kevin Durant, so be it. Do it. And if you can in the process continue to keep you can continue to keep Josh Hart and Shane Sharp, then do it. And also it depends on how you feel about it also depends on how you feel about Keon Johnson's development. I loved him coming out of Tennessee, so I think they traded for him too. So that's the thing about it. That's the $1 million question about it, bro, for them. So I mean, I like the idea. Get Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? Could they swing Ben? Would they want to swing Ben Simmons over there? So, that's gonna take a lot. They can swing Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons over there. They probably favors to win the West. At that point, then you probably just stick with Nurkic. You probably stick with Nurkic in the middle of that lineup. Yeah, you stick with Nurkic in the middle of that lineup, and don't pretty much go after DeAndre Ayton, but they can swing Ben Simmons over there, and Ben Simmons stock. It ain't the highest right now, coming off a back injury. So if they can swing Ben Simmons over there, man, that'd be a major key. So that'd be really really interesting. You know, that'd be really really interesting for them. So I mean, they the pot they got the world that Portland can make some moves. and make Damian Lillard comfortable, and it could pay off for Damian Lillard that this actually worked out for him, being loyal to Portland. And it wouldn't be no better than the story in NFL in NBA, especially with LeBron winning in Cleveland. Going back and winning in Cleveland won't be no better story than Damian Lillard staying loyal like Giannis Antetokounmpo did, and also Giannis went in Milwaukee, remaining loyal, and winning the title in Portland. That's a great story. And Reggie Miller remained loyal to Indiana, and he never got a title. But you never hear people speak bad on Reggie Miller as they do with Charles Barkley, and that's because Reggie is such a nice guy. Reggie beat your ass. Two people don't remember he put Kobe in the bear hug. Uh, so he said, he's a military guy. So at the end of the day, man, you understand that, and Reggie just such a nice guy too. But it is what it is, man. And I just think, if you're able to make the Durant move, that put them, but that's just one more move they're gonna have to make, or Shaden Sharp have to catch up to speed. So I think maybe Durant, if you could swing Ben Simmons over there, or maybe you can go Durant, and maybe you can find some other guy in the backcourt that can, temporarily go there. Maybe Josh Hart is good enough, or go Durant, Ben Simmons if you can. We'll go Durant or Aiden, that might work. But I think Nurkic might be a better fit in the middle defensively. But yeah, I like it. I root for Damian Lillard. He's my favorite player. He's my favorite player in the league right now. So it's been that way for a minute, man. And you know, outside my Piston people, Kay Cunningham. But yeah, he been there before Kay got there, man. So, you wish him nothing but the best. That's what you wish him, man. You want to see a guy like him win. You want to see loyalty play off up there. Ain't got nothing against Portland either. So, but yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Um, financially, you want to support the channel. Uh, Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Check the NBA Talk playlist out too. Other than that, appreciate y'all. Peace.